I wore shorts to work for the first time last week. I work as a nanny, and the little boy I watch saw me come in and just went, "Why are your legs so fat?" I'm like, okay, I'm a professional, teachable moment. So I told him, buddy, it's not appropriate. What you should say is, "Hey girl, what that ass do?" Just want to prepare him for the real world. His name's Arthur. He's not going to say that to anybody. He's so fucked. It won't be good. It's crazy. I know being a nanny is not a very hard job. I mean, like every so often, I'll go to change a diaper, and I'll find that it has changed me. But it's not as bad as it could be. I don't like the clothes that they put their kids in. I will say this. I nanny for boy-girl twins. I know, I'm a hero. It's basically volunteer work. But the clothes are so aggressively gendered. Like, all the little girl has to wear are like satin backless halter tops and like shirts that say like, "I'd fuck my dad." Like, super weird. Doesn't make any sense. Like, she has a skirt with dinosaurs on it, but they're pink and they're all on their period. And then, like, the little boy has shirts that say stuff like, you know, "Future lady killer," which, like, statistically is not what you want your son to be. But the most frustrating part about their clothes is, like, I go around and this little boy will be wearing a pair of fucking sweatpants, and he is 1.5 years old. That's not even years, he's 1.5 years. And he's got more pockets on his clothes than I have ever had on a single garment. Like, we go to the park and I'm like, "All right, Arthur, you're gonna have to hold my keys, my wallet, my phone. Really hope you don't get kidnapped, because we're not gonna be able to get in the house without you." It's very frustrating. It is a thing though as women, like, we never get clothes with pockets. You really don't, right? Because then when you do get something like I'm wearing a jumpsuit right now, which I'd love to tell everybody. I'm wearing a jumpsuit, have you noticed? It's a very tall girl fantasy. We'll get into it later. But when you do find something with pockets though, like if you have those and some woman compliments your outfit, ladies, tell me. The first thing out of your mouth, is it not, "Thank you"? And this is why we all need to run for Congress. Okay? 2020 is not that far. It's so ridiculous. And I know the men, they don't really get it. They're walking around like, "What do you mean? The world's full of opportunities for me. They're all right here on my cargo shorts." I work in IT, but I'm dressed for fly fishing. It's so rude. So infuriating. Because, like, I had to find an interview outfit, and I wanted to buy a pair of those, like, smart business lady, like, Ally McBeal pants. You know, those, like, simple, understated pants, much the way my paychecks normally are as a woman. You know, something that just says, like, "Hey, I'm almost as good as the man you'll pay more for this job." I couldn't find them. Because I went to go buy those pants that we all wore to a middle school band concert. You know what I'm talking about. I went to go buy a pair of those pants, and I realized that none of them have actual pockets on them. You know, there's like a few stitches. There's a seam that kind of like alludes to the pocket. You know? Much in the way our rights allude to equality. But then you go to use it and you're like, "Wow, I cannot fit an abortion in here. What is that? What is that, 6 weeks? That is not enough." Well, hot damn. That's crazy. And it doesn't make any sense, because if it is about gender, and we know that it is, obviously, we live here, but if it is about gender, you know, like as animals, males have always been the hunters, and females have always been the gatherers. So how am I supposed to gather when none of my clothes have pockets? You know, I just want to be what you want. Which is my whole Tinder bio. I did. I'm with someone now. I like how I say it, like he's a temp. Right now, he's here. What's up, babe? But I met my boyfriend on Tinder, which is very impressive, truthfully. Because usually that's just where you meet your killer. But, you know, it's only been like a year and a half, so like he still might be the one, statistically. Ladies, make some noise. Remember to tell a friend who you'd be here with tonight. Cool, half of you will get murdered. I do feel very privileged as a woman. I mean, not often, but I do feel privileged as a tall woman because I really don't have to worry about being kidnapped and murdered. It's just not going to happen to me. You know? I'm 6'1", so I'm the same height as most men say they are on Tinder. Don't really got to worry about it. I mean, first off, you're going to need an SUV. Can't take me in a Prius. Sorry. My killer's going to have to hate women and the environment. I'm a very friendly person. Realistically, I'm going to get in the car. I moved here a few years ago. I don't got a lot of friends. And I haven't fit in a bathtub since I was 8 years old. So how are you going to dissolve my body in acid when I don't fit in the tub? Gonna need to get a kiddie pool that can stand corrosive material. This sounds like a difficult hire if I've ever heard of it. And I'm a woman, so I'm a difficult hire. I've been told that. That's good. I did move here a few years ago, and it's been cool, but it is super hard to make friends as an adult. You know, to start fresh. Because, like, when was the last time you walked up to another grown-up and you were like, hey, do you want to get to know each other? And they didn't think you were trying to fuck. Because at this point, I've slept with so many people just hoping it would turn into friendship. Turns out you can't reverse engineer that situation. You know, it's like HPV is catching, but friendship isn't. But my boyfriend grew up in Duluth, so he, you know, he's got all these friends from high school, because people down here, you love staying friends with people from high school. Which I find very disturbing, since I did not have friends in high school. Where did you find these people? But I guess it's easy to do, you know, when you all move to, like, Chambly together. Is traffic bad, or... But I'm realizing now, if I ever do marry my boyfriend, he's gonna have 7 groomsmen, and then I'm just gonna have my friend Jenna. And then they're gonna all have to take turns walking her around. It's gonna be a really long wedding, guys. All right, well, I've been Sam Gordon. Thanks so much.